Hey, Scott and Richard here with AZ Lending Experts. We thought we'd have a little fun today on Friday, so I'm sure there's been a lot of buzz lately about refinancing with rates and everything. So honestly, thought we'd answer some questions about it. And while doing so, we're going to eat these wings. We got them from Lucky Lou's. They're the 911 wings. They're supposed to be some of the hottest in the valley. So we'll see how this goes. I got a little nervous. So
Definitely.
all right. Pick
So
your
we'll start
poison.
by eating a wing.
Okay.
All right, guys. What are the typical reasons someone would want to refinance?
So I think Richard, you're gonna take this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
one down. So typically people refinance to lower their mortgage payment, lower the interest rate, which actually would lower the mortgage payment. That's one reason. Another reason would be to get rid of the mortgage insurance or the PMI, to remove that from the loan, which would also lower their mortgage payment. Third reason would be to reduce the term of the mortgage, which means that they'd actually be paying off the loan in a shorter period of time. And the last reason would be to do a cash out refinance. And the reason someone would do a cash out refinance would be to consolidate or pay off debt, to do home improvement, or possibly even pulling out money for a down payment on another house. Ooh, that's hot.
All right. Let's go for two. Okay. Mike, hit me.
All right. What do people need to look out for when doing a rate and term refinance?
So, again, the buzz has all been about where rates are at and refinancing. You know, the biggest thing for the client, obviously, number one, is there has to be a benefit to the borrower. Typically, when doing a rate term refinance, that obviously means lowering interest rate, lowering the payment. You know, with that, one of the big things we always want to look at is, you know, how long does the person plan on being in the home? Because anytime you're doing a rate and term refinance and lowering the interest rate, rates and fees go hand in hand. So again, if a person's going to be in a home only for, say, another 2 to 3 years, you know, they don't want to go for technically, say, the lowest interest rate, pay points where, you know, they're not going to recoup that for maybe year 4 or 5. That just obviously doesn't make sense. So, you know, one of the ways we look and analyze is, for example, and I am starting to die now, is, what is it? Okay. So, for example, let's say the lowest rate right now would be, say, 3.5%. What we can always look at with just your standard closing costs, so we can always look at is doing a rate, say, at like 3.75, and with taking that slightly higher interest rate, all closing costs can be covered. So your title fees, lender fees. I'm sure you hear all the time people say, "Oh, no cost loan." Well, that's really what's happening. So again, making sure you talk to the right person to analyze what's best for you, both short and long term, can put you in the best loan possible. So again, when looking to do a rate and term, those are the biggest things. So, and we're down to number 3.
Number 3.
All right. Question 3. What is the best way to shop for a refinance?
All right. Typically, when shopping for a refinance, what you really want to make sure, one of the first things you want to do, you know, when you're comparing different offers, you want to look at both the interest rate and the fees. You got to compare.
This is no laughing matter. This is serious stuff here.
Got to compare both of them because interest rates and fees, it's like a pendulum. It's like a pendulum. You can have a really low rate with really high fees, have a really high rate with really low fees. So it's important to compare them across different offers. You know, I know especially today and in this world environment we're in with really low interest rates out there, everyone's getting a lot of mailers in the mail. where companies are sending out mailers with teaser rates, really low rates to get people to call in. A lot of times those the postcards you're getting aren't telling the full story. Those rates come with really high fees. So again, when the first thing you want to do is really get 2 offers, compare the rates and the fees. If you really want to compare them apples to apples, ask the lenders to compare the interest rates so that you can see what the fees would be at the same rate, or compare the fees so you can see how the interest rates would vary with the same fees. So that would be the first one.
Other things we always tell people, I mean, biggest thing for us is like when you're going to shop, shop local. Utilize those in your hometown. Number one, they're going to know the market better. Number two, obviously you're helping support those that are there. Other thing we always say is, research the company. Look at what reviews they have on Google, what other people have obviously said about them. Research any kind of maybe awards they may have, third-party awards, talking about them. And biggest thing, just, go with honestly who you trust. I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. But again, the whole point of this is right now is actually a great time to do a refinance for those that it makes sense. So what I mean by that is it's definitely a good time to at least take a look at it, have a mortgage professional at least, compare or see where you're currently at and what it could do for you. Because again, it could be either you paying off the house quicker, possibly getting cash to consolidate debt, or just put yourself in a better situation. So we're going to continue eating these. I hope you guys had fun. You're out? I'm going for another one. Thank you guys again. Honestly, contact mortgage professional right now. I think it's well worth your time to have the 5-minute talk. So thank you.
Thanks.